You ever gonna ask me out, Will?
I'm just waiting for the right moment.
I'll see you around.
Abby, I'm waiting for the right moment, because when I ask you out, there's not going to be any turning back for me. I'm not going to date anybody else for the rest of my life.
I was just wondering, since I also love your show, This Is Us, and now you're kind of like putting us on an emotional turmoil and roller coaster again. It's like, what draws you to that kind of material?
You know, it's what I've always liked. I grew up watching films like Terms of Endearment and Kramer versus Kramer, and I never find it that odd. I find that life is very much those things. It's full of kind of heartbreak and loss and funny human stuff, and I think it's less often that our lives are about robberies and superheroes and stuff. So it's where I live as a writer. It's what I like to write about, and so yeah, it's kind of what turns me on artistically.
Thank you very much for freezing for us. I'm not cold. What attracted you to that character, that material in particular? And did you know that it was tonality-wise, like kind of like going from happy to sad, from funny to tragic?
Yeah, I read the script first, and I'd worked with Dan before, and I know his writing really well. And I think he's so brilliant at creating a story where it spans multiple generations, and there's always a twist. And it's so funny, but he just delivers these perfect gut punches. And that I think is brilliant, and I thought the opportunity to play that role would have been brilliant, because she's a character that's unapologetic in the way she behaves, and she's just the physical embodiment of just all these crazy thoughts and feelings that are happening.
You know, the genesis was I just sat down at a computer and started writing something weird, and it evolved over the course of the year. I just kept adding characters and people that were reflected in my own life, and eventually had a script that kind of had turned into this thing about connection between all these different characters.
She's not trying to hide her emotions. She's the physical embodiment of everything that's going on in her mind. She's unapologetic, and she's really frenetic, and she's it's quite nice. It was quite freeing to play someone like that, who kind of just shows her emotions and doesn't really care what the effect of that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think you want to play in tone, hopefully, and try not to tip over the line, and try and add an element of darkness and happiness and comedy along with the sadness and the drama, and hopefully you find the right formula and it makes it work.
I agree.
And you mentioned previously for someone else that this is kind of like drawn from like personal experience, so it's been influenced by personal experience as well. It's like with the way that the movie starts out, let's say, is an entirely different tone.
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from? Was that like while you were writing the script? Is this something that happened while you were shooting it?
No, it was just the first thing I wrote when I sat down to write. I wanted to give the audience a kind of surprising start to the film that would like allow them to subconsciously know a lot of weird stuff and surprising things may happen in the course of the 2 hours in the theater. And yeah, the movie plays in tone in that way. My theory is that life is not one thing. It's alternately really funny and really sad, and that can happen from minute to minute or hour to hour, and the film does that as well. It turns on a dime, and at least in my experience in the world of 40 years, that's been how my life has played out. The moments of great joy are often surprisingly buttressed right up against the moments of the greatest sadness.
Since you're kind of like a bridging character, is there something that was in the script that didn't end up in the film? Since you're saying she's very unapologetic, was there something that you would have loved to have seen her do or shoot it?
No, I think it was all there, yeah.
It's a difficult film for all of us to talk about, because it's like really hard to kind of break it down without spoiling it, but it's about a group of interconnected characters. Olivia is at the center of all of it. We're kind of shaped over time by a lot of different love and a lot of different loss, and kind of wind up connecting by the end of the film. She's very much in the center of her character the entire time.
No, it was great. I mean, she's completely unapologetic and unabashed in her emotions, and no, it was great because she's kind of without filter. Sorry. So yeah, it was really fun and kind of freeing to play that character. Hopefully that.
Yeah, we've been hearing from a lot of people who have experienced forms of like trauma and loss, and it's had a different kind of meaning for them. So yeah, I think that is the point. Is we all experience hardships in life, and for some of us, we're blessed and we just lose a job once in a while, and other people lose tragically the people they're closest with, and there's all degrees in between. I think the movie's about like how you make sense of that and how you come back from it and where you find meaning. And so yeah, the hope is that it will affect people in that way.
Yeah, I hope people kind of feel. I mean, it takes you on a massive journey in this film, but I hope by the end of it, people come out feeling buoyant and hopeful.
So is that the takeaway you want people to take away from this film?
My hope is that the takeaway is that life can often be, as the world feels right now in various degrees, the world feels very dark and a little scary right now, and our interactions we feel disconnected, I think. And the movie is 2 hours of a lot of that, a lot of very difficult things happening to people you like a lot. Hopefully it provides people with a kind of message and a reason at the end to leave them feeling like it's not all bad.
Are you glad it happened?
Start small, grow tall.
Hey, are you pregnant?
Surprise!
Start small, grow tall.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.